Townscaper. 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 This is a very complicated. You might have almost certainly, if you enjoy relaxing games and you enjoyed the last video, Dwarf Romantic, this is a very, very similar game in terms of its relaxing qualities. It's very calm. It's very simple in terms of its mechanics. I mean, this one is even more simple than the last one, but this is very much for people who like aesthetics, people who like, these kind of, there are not as much games as there are kind of you creating your own world, right? Creating your own ideal sort of space. Imagine this is a void. There's nothing behind those seas, nothing. Only what we see in front of us. So, here you can see a small home, or perhaps two. Maybe it's owned by the same person, maybe it's not. There's some very fat birds, very cute birds. Fat, cute birds up at the large house here. And if you're wondering why there's no music, I don't know why. Oh, look at that. You can change it from morning to nighttime with the sunset and the sunrise. We're going to keep it nice in the middle. Nice and in the middle. You can see the little box, top floor, bottom floor, some plants, and then a staircase down to the water, presumably where you'd dock your small craft, your boat. I mean, it would be a peaceful existence. This is not built by me, this is what the game gives you when you start out. Now, if I were to click right on one of the buildings, one of the blocks, let's say this one here, it just disappears. It disappears, and all of them go out. I think this is a bit loud. Move the sound down a little bit, because it's a bit loud, it seems. We can add it back. We can remove it all. Make it one story. Remove it entirely. Remove both houses. Remove even the land itself. And now we have nothing. Now we have nothing. So, let's start with the base for our town. A quaint village. In the middle of the ocean. Let's see. Now this game, it doesn't like symmetry very much, which is a good thing. It makes it look much more natural. But we do need this place to be a little bit larger. So we're gonna just make a large space. Ready? This will be the foundation of our little town. Now you can go the normal way. And go like, okay, we're gonna just build. There's gonna be a house there, and a house there, and a house there. That's cute, but that's not what we want. Let's say in the middle of the town. There's a little bit of a little bridge that goes across. And in the middle of that bridge is a tower. Now you can see the way that you build will affect how it looks. So for example, this has now turned from a normal house into a bit of a spire. If we then add a house, or a block rather, to one of its sides, for example here, over the water, we'll then put these pillars down naturally let's do this to this other side as well. And we create this kind of crazy sort of house that's being held up by these metal pillars, which for one I'm a fan of. And then we'll add two more to the side here. So we have this spire lurking over our town. Now, you can make that spire bigger, but we won't do that. You can even do something like that, where it's just to one side. But what's cool about this is that it, like, look, it has a little door, plants, even a chair. Very, very nice. And we could even put one there or there. And you can see it dynamically creates the sort of look. And this way, you can build houses upon houses. You can build towns. Look at this. So now there's like a town on top of a town. It's fantastic. But let's say we don't want any of that. We can get to that if we want that, but that's not what we want right now. That's not what we want right now. This is gonna be a spire. Looming over the town, in the distance you can see it. We can only imagine what the different rooms are used for. That's perfect, actually. Something like that. Maybe this. Yes, maybe that. Much, much better. 2 balconies and a large tower. Actually, let's leave this. Let's leave this and create a bit of a bridge. Let's create a bit of a bridge. Now it's gonna be a house right here. It's gonna be a house right there. And it's gonna be a bit of a, I think it's gonna look like that. And then what we're gonna do, actually, wait, no. I have an idea. So, what we should do is, because the tower is white, we will make all of the other buildings different colors. Perhaps to indicate different professions that the people do. So the white is obviously the town center, the person who rules the town, or the mayor, or perhaps the king, or we don't know. So we can actually extend this and make it a nice kind of, like, you can do that. But I like this because it puts down a bench and everything like that, makes it a proper balcony. That's actually a really cool idea. Oh, look at that. Oh, but then it doesn't connect. Wait. What if we... Oh, what if we do that? That's really cool. Because now the bridge underneath still exists, but the entrance is there. And we still have a balcony, and we have the spire. That is very, very cool. Yeah, I'm a fan of that, I think. Do we make it too high? Or you know what, we probably... Should be one high like that? No, let's make it too high. It has to be, it has to be intimidating. It has to be, like, you can make it like a whole like footbridge or anything like that. It's crazy. It's very cool. But we're gonna leave it like that because I think that way it looks the most, that's if you come sailing from, from the distance, I think that looks very, regal in a way, intimidating. So, now that we've established this, what we can do now is we can start making the houses around this white tower. So the houses around it, the closest houses to the white tower palish pink. They're the closest to the tower. They're the houses of perhaps the aristocrats. The aristocrats that live near the houses of the aristocrats that live near the ruler of this city. Oh, I like that idea. That's a very, very nice way of. Oh, that's very, very cool. One of these will actually reduce in size and will have a bit of an interesting shape here. Like that. Or maybe just this way. And then that can go. Having it going out by 2 is a bit silly, I think. Wait. What we can do is. Oh, but that kind of will obscure the view. Yeah, this one. This house will actually just. It will just do something like that. Yeah, that's perfect. That's the best, I think. Because I don't want to obstruct. See, that now it becomes 2 houses, but what I do not want to do is obstruct the view of the rulers, shall we say. Let's leave it like this. This way they all look unique, but none of them interfere with the kind of, who's the leader of this town. We can wrap that one more here. I'm all about having the interesting shapes. I think that's definitely something that is very cool to experiment with. That looks very nice. And now we can have one more here. Maybe, another smaller spire. Yeah. Small. I'm trying to kind of imagine so you can make ridiculous structures like that, which is cool, but it's a bit silly. It's a bit silly. So I'm trying to kind of imagine what this town would be like. This is obviously let's say king, and this is his aristocrats, not his aristocrats, but the aristocrats of the city who live in close proximity to the king. It's an interesting design there, and kind of this way. This is a nice way of kind of showing that sort of power off, So, alright, let's remove, let's keep it like that, that's nice. Alright, now we have this bridge. I wish, you can't really specifically build. There's a couple of things that you can only they can sort of only happen when you build a certain way. I don't really know very much of the intricacies, but here we have a bit of a strange sort of shaped area. This is going to be perhaps the market district. So the market district is going to be a light green color. And that's kind of what's going to be the market. But maybe a strange shape, but sounds are not too loud or anything like that. We'll have to see. It's a bit awkward, but that's fine. Okay. Then we have the blue here. We have just, I would say, probably kind of well-off kind of people. I would maybe the green. You know, you have the big market hall, but then like these are like, you know, like not shanties, but like you know, small stores, small houses. These sort of not downtrodden. They don't. I mean, obviously, look at them. It looks nice, but it's simple housing, shall we say, right? And these sort of homes, they don't have, you know, they don't. These are not homes with 2 floors or anything like that, but they do have a lot more personality to them, you know. They're a lot more interesting. These ones are a lot more interesting than, you know, the average home. We have a little bit of a town square here. Perfect. Very, very nice. That's a very, very lovely little place. Kind of not, you know, a more affluent kind of area. You know, perhaps. I'm trying to kind of create that, but I think what I'll have to do is add that in there. No, I mean, that's interesting, but that's not what we really want. Although, I will say, what's kind of cool about this is that you can go crazy with this stuff, right? So you can go like that, and then, you know, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day what sort of. That's a crazy. I mean, maybe every single one should have like one crazy structure. I think that might be pretty cool. That might be cool if like every single area has like one crazy wild like structure. I think this has 1, 2 front doors, right? So that's 2 front doors. That's fine. This can be like one like crazy like conglomeration of houses. Oh yeah, this is fantastic. Oh no, that's not what we want. That's better. Oh, and then it connects to that. Oh, we don't want that to connect though. No, we want that to be able to. Yeah. And that extends further out. Oh, that's wonderful. That's the best. That's fantastic. And then all of them have these little spires. You know, that's actually really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. That's a very cool, like, little idea. I'm trying to not go, like, overboard, you know? I'm trying to make it a little bit, not realistic, obviously, but, not too ridiculous. Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I think this is pretty almost looks like a prison, but it also looks like a really awesome, like, house. Someone's like insanely cool house. Look at this, dude. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. That's sick. Just crazy. Oh, screw it. This is. There we go. Some crazy, like, contraption. Crazy, like, castle. That's a bit over the top, isn't it? Shouldn't have that many. That's fine. That's good enough. I think 3. Oh, I just placed something down. I don't know what I just placed down. Oh no. Oh no, what did I do? I destroyed something, didn't I? I'll come to find out later, but, I think, oh no. I think that's honestly, I think that honestly looks really cool. Okay. So that's bizarre, but that's pretty sick. Now, we need to be a bit clever about this, because how are we gonna, okay, so we can have another one that kind of extends out, so next up is gonna be red, right? Oh, but it has to be like it has to, how are we doing this? Like that, I assume, yeah. Okay. Alright. Is this too close? Maybe it is. That's pretty cool. I like that. I don't know how this person is getting into the house except by ladder. Well, that's cool. And then that heads off into this area here. Maybe a bit of a strange shape, but that's okay. Oh, and we probably should make this an actual path. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. That's kind of, alright. Sure. It's fine. My need for symmetry here is there we go. That's a bit awkward, but that's fine. We have so it's blue. Okay, yellow. There's like a weird, like, kind of divide, right? So it's like, there we go. So now over here, there's just now you might be like, that's ridiculous, but what I'm trying to do is trying to kind of trying to see if I can build. Yeah, that's what I kind of wanted it to get, like, to try and see if it does that, where I can kind of build a town on top of a town. Yeah, like that. Okay, and then we keep going, right? So it keeps going over here. Yep. Okay, so the spire gets to be over Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm just kind of like trying to come up with ridiculous ideas for this place. That's bonkers. There we go. That's cool. This is bizarre. I know. This is ridiculous, but also, I guess now that I think about it, this yellow bit is way more like where the king would live. You know what I'm saying? Like, where, like, okay, so, oh, it even creates like a little beach. That's cute. But like, I'm thinking, right? So, if I'm trying to say, oh, that's even better. Yeah. What I'm trying to think about is like, okay, imagine, right? Okay, imagine you have this sort of market district, the poor sort of area. Another like poor area, like it looks cool, but like imagine the living conditions are like terrible in both of these areas. Okay, well not terrible, like that's terrible, and then this is like slightly better, or maybe it's like one of those like crazy like when in Cyberpunk when you have the big buildings that are just full, they're like mega cities and they're like full of crime. Like I know I'm going too far with this, but imagine this being like sort of like a dangerous place, you know, so a backwater sort of village. This is the market area of the city, also poor, but you know, trade goes in and out. And here they've actually established like a guard post, so that you know if you want to go in or out, you can't actually go in or out unless they let you, right? It's like a checkpoint. It's like a checkpoint, and that's why what would be cool to think about is to have like you have this neighborhood which is like dangerous. It's far away from the yellow area. Okay, then you have the market district. You have the central district. Right, you have the white tower, which is like the symbol of the town. But it's not the tallest part of the town. That's the yellow tower. Which the yellow tower, so this area is like the central area. You have the white tower, which is like the iconic part. You know, you can think of it as a monument. And then on this side, when you go this way, you have this. But then you have this, which is like imagine this is like the soldiers. You know, this is the watch house where not the watch house, but like the how should I explain? Like in terms of think of this place as a castle, and this is where the guards live. For example, you have the big sort of city square. What am I talking about? The castle square, and then here you have the actual castle. All the different halls and rooms, and obviously the tower itself, the royal quarters, the servants' quarters over here, all the different rooms and all the different important places what you'd find in a castle like. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I think this game is cool. I just wish that like maybe there's a lot more you can do with it. I'm not sure if that's the case. I see people make some crazy stuff, but it's certainly not as what's it called? It's a nice game. It's a relaxing game. The lack of music. I think there is no music. There's sound, but it doesn't seem to be any music. So that's a bit of a shame. I hope you guys didn't mind that. Maybe I should put music on my own on. I'm sorry if you didn't enjoy this video, but I thought it was pretty comfy. Definitely not as replayable as Dolph Romantic. I think Dolph Romantic is fantastic and it's very infinitely replayable, whereas this is very much not. So it's very comfy. It's a very relaxing, pleasing game, but it doesn't offer too much. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's more to it. I just haven't figured it out. But yeah, I'm not sure about it. I also hope it's not too loud. But regardless, if you did enjoy the video, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.